What up, peeps? Thanks for joining me on this Monday. It's like a Sunday to me. This isn't one of my days off, so I am just in my PJs. I got my groceries done, all of the things, so I'm just feeling like chilling and talking to you guys today. So over the weekend, I had an amazing full moon. Full moons always shine light on what you need to see, and I was able to recognize some things. So those of you who are just tuning in fresh to my channel, I'm Jaimi Alexander and like to talk all things transformative, all the things that help us elevate our minds and evolve into the people that we need to be. So please subscribe if you find value from any of my content, share with a friend, post it on up. Your girl's trying to hit those numbers so I can be an official YouTuber. So yes, so the day before yesterday, I was having a moment where I was just feeling like I need a man in my life. And I thought about my dad and how he was always very disciplined. And really, he was always the person like telling me what to do, even if I didn't like it, or, you know, not really lecturing me, but giving me tips and tools on how to be productive. He really raised me to be self-sufficient, you know, get my discipline on autopilot, which I have a lot of resistance to. I'm very, very, very free-flowing. And although I'm a Gemini sun, I have a Capricorn moon. So when I really put my mind to it, I can get the work done. However, it gets challenging sometimes. So when you are, what I'm here to share today is, I'll title it later, but it's really 3 tips that will help you analyze what it is you're really looking for, because nothing we need is on the outside of us. So, you know, I admire a lot of my male friends. They get up and do what they gotta do. They be up at 5 a.m., you know, training clients, working on the business plan, working a job, then coming home, doing this, doing that. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When I was younger, I had that fire, and it's not like I'm super old or anything, but I've burnt out before. So there's really not too much in me that desires to be like that part of me is, I don't know. But I still need to dip in and out of seasons where I need to get things done. So I was thinking like, okay, I'm feeling like I need a man around, or if there was a guy in my life, maybe I'd be a little encouraged by his journey, or, you know, just somebody to check up on me and be like, okay, did you get up and do this? An accountability partner, a male one. And so I had to ask myself, what is it within me that I can dial up in order to give me the resolve that I'm looking for? And it's funny because a girlfriend of mine, Taryn Guy, you guys might know her, you know, YouTube hair guru, now known as Offset. We were talking, and the first thing she told me is she's like, you know, I'm ready to turn up my divine feminine. And she was telling me how she sees so much of that in me. And I was like, girl, I thought to myself this weekend, I need to turn up my divine masculine. Nothing that I need is on the outside of me. So because we're dual, you know, we both have masculine and feminine within us, what can I do to dial up my masculine energy? Because honey, I'm the one that will call out a sick for work to go to the spa. I mean, I keep my lashes on. I love all the things. I spend a lot of time getting ready. I'm just very, not hyper feminine, but you know, we're women. We enjoy those things. But there is a part of me that needs to get the inner drill sergeant out and be like, get up, get out of bed, get it done. What'd you do today? What'd you do today? Y'all. So, there's a few things that, tip number 1 for me is, I wrote this down. Say things out loud so you can hear how stupid you sound. Sometimes thoughts, when you're saying them, when you say your thoughts aloud, sometimes it gives you an opportunity to hear them completely different. So there was some of the things that I was talking about the way I felt, and it didn't feel right coming out of my mouth. It felt justified when I was at home thinking about it by myself. But when I was thinking about, you know, having a man or a man in my life or what I need to do, I was able to find a little bit more answers just by saying out loud what it is that was on my mind. And it gave me an opportunity to put it out so I could see it. And I was like, I don't know if that makes that much sense. You're good, Jaimi. You know what to do. You know how to move forward. So go ahead and dial up the divine masculine. So if you ever are feeling conflicted about something, and it could be anything. This is just my story and example. say it out loud to someone. Find a friend that you trust. It's not so, I don't want us to be so hung up on not speaking things so we don't speak them into existence. Sometimes you need to get things out so you can process and, hear things. So if you are conflicted about anything, start to talk out loud so you can put it out and look at it. And you'll start to unfold and get some answers, just because it doesn't sound the same on the outside as it does in your brain. So 2, ask yourself why you're craving or what you feel you lack. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, well, what is it? Why am I in this space that I feel like, in this particular instance, I want a man around? Because this is how you start to invite the wrong energies into your space. My alert wasn't necessarily like, oh, it's time to open up to this certain man or that or whatever. My alert was, how do I work with what I already have alone as an individual? The door to enlightenment opens inward, not outward. We think we have to, and the door turns like this in. So why am I craving? What do I feel like I lack? I feel like I'm lacking the discipline, focus, logic, and straight to itness that I feel like men have a little bit more innately. And I can tell that all of the things and opportunities that are coming up around me are gonna require me to get off my tail a little bit. Don't skip the gym. That ain't, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to stay up late, get the projects done. I'm gonna have to do things when I don't feel like it. All the things we learn, all the things we have to tell our kids. I don't have kids, but you know what I'm talking about. So asking myself what I'm craving, it's not so much just the warm body next to me. It's the energy of, let's get done what needs to be done. And I have that within me. It's in there. I just open the door inward. It's in there. I got that within me. So doing this makes you really understand what it is that you're lacking, what it is that you're craving, and what you can do about it. Not who you're gonna call, what you're gonna go out and find, what you need to, it's all about in here. Lastly, what changes can you make to bring forth the change that you desire? For me, I gotta get up just a little bit earlier. There's nothing wrong with doing a mini workout before work and then going to the gym after work. Cleaning up my mind, not being okay with giving myself excuses about what I don't feel like doing, what I can't do right now, what I've tried before and it didn't work. So I can let all that go because I can make the conscious choice every day to think forward. How am I gonna get to where I'm going if I'm gauging everything off of where I've been? It don't work like that. So I've got to clear that space so I can see and look what's in front of me. What changes can I bring forward to get the outcome that I want? I can just write things down, be more focused, because it's just a little tweak. They say when a ship is sailing and it has a destination, if you're off by 1 degree, by the time time goes by, you're in a completely different destination. So don't think that all this change and what you need to do, and this is a note to myself, don't think the change and what you need to do is this onslaught of crap and to-do lists and stuff you got to pile up in this whole change. Sometimes it's just 1 degree. Wake up an hour earlier. Do 100 more crunches. Focus on one task at a time. Stop priding yourself on multitasking. It's not a thing. You're not giving full focus to something. You're giving yourself more work, essentially. So these are all small things. It's just a little, a little polished situation. So any of you who are feeling overwhelmed about what you might need to do or what decision you might need to make, take the overwhelm out of it. It only takes 1 degree of change to put you in a completely different destination down the road. So I hope that was, sometimes I have to watch these back to see if I'm making sense, and because I'm kind of just rambling out of my brain. But yeah, so for me personally, that's my thing I'm going to focus on, and I'm going to share it on the show tonight. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but please do, at Jaimi Alexander. I host a show with Haley J on Black Hollywood Live online. And today we're talking about stop settling and start dating smarter. So we got a lot of tips and tools coming up. You can, you know what? I'll add the link in the description below if you want to check that podcast out. But we're filming that tonight. And I'm excited to kind of share, you know, the moment where I own my soul. Little sneak peek is going to be a little bit what I talked about now. It's time for me to dial up the divine masculine just a little bit so that I can get this stuff done, y'all. Okay? Thanks so much for watching, especially me with no eyebrows. No gloss, no nothing. I'm just here talking. I'm excited again. I was struggling last week, y'all. I was a little upset. Like, okay, am I just gonna stay in these same patterns or what? But then, you know, some things that were revealed to me over the weekend that have me back in good spirits. And I will share as many lessons with you as I can along the way. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you later.